So here's the bumper. It is off of a wrecked GT500, so there's a little bit of damage. There's some dirt on it, as you can see right here. There's a little bit of dirt, but this will be where the grill is, sitting right there, and the lower grill down there.
Gotta lay down when you make bed. Gotta let some.
So with a little bit of pressing together, the crack is almost all the way gone. I'm just gonna put a little bit of epoxy, seal this up, and then whatever I do to go fix the holes for the front plate, whenever I cover that up, I'll do the same Bondo work over here, make sure that this is smoothed out. Besides that, it looks like it's in good condition.
Since we blew up and got green, I gotta
I was having an issue with it working, but now it works 100%. I have brights on, so these are gonna be brights. These are just gonna be my dims. And the issue I was having was when I was installing this, I was plugging it in, but as I pressed in, it got stuck. The little prongs wouldn't go in all the way. So whenever I was plugging in, it wasn't fully connecting. And so these weren't turning on. So I was worried that I got damaged ones, but no. These are perfectly good, and they look amazing. I love it. It looks just like the 13 style. So, okay, so as of right now, I tinted both of the side markers. As you can see, both of them are tinted. From here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually push this in, click it up, see where it's gonna align. So I'm gonna push in, make sure that this is fitting around the inside liner right there, and then do the same on the other side. And then up here is gonna be time to see where I have to drill holes so that this can sit onto this. As of right now, it isn't perfectly aligned, but let's see when we get a little bit closer to that. Okay, so this is the first time I've actually clipped onto the bumper. So right now, all it's clipped onto is right here, but the body line flows perfectly together. As far as right here, I still have yet to mount up here onto this, so when I do, it'll look more like this, which is clean body lines. My bumper is officially attached. It clipped on the sides, as well as I drilled holes to meet where this is supposed to be. Instead, I drilled holes where it's going to be. So I pushed in the push pins, locked it all in, and it's clipped in onto the sides. So I just cut around the outside with a box cutter on 3 of the 4 sides, so I should be able to lift it up and see what's inside. Bolt with a crush washer and a washer behind it that we use to pressure it. It's mounted up where it would mount OEM. As far as this, there is a little instruction about where we should put this. It might just be done like this, so we're gonna check. There is a little instruction booklet.
Just turn up the place instead.
As you can tell, it's about where it's gonna sit. The minor adjustments I have to see, as you can see, there's a little bit of gap between there. So I'm gonna rise the bumper up a little bit. That's gonna close up that gap to be closer as it is on that side. That side is almost perfect, but as you can just see, you can lower the hood a little bit more. So I'm gonna lower the hood just slightly more, maybe 1 or 2 more rotations, and then I'm gonna fix the bumper. As of last time you've seen it, last thing I did, I tinted the headlights off camera, and then I corrected the hood as well as the bumper fitment. It is within my margin of error at this point. There is a tiny little gap, as you can see, tiny little gap, as well as a tiny little gap over here. Build quality of this steering wheel is actually made really well. I really like the feel of it. Has a good weight behind it. The Alcantara right here has the white stitching. That's all custom. The entire steering wheel for what I ordered was completely custom to the setup I want. Okay guys, I've gotten it. It's now chilling. But as you can tell, RPMs are right there. And if I were to rev it, it should change. It does change. Oh my God. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off the fender now that I have some structural holes to begin with. Take off the fender, I'm gonna start putting in some riv nuts so I can start getting basis of what I have. We're gonna have to mold this fender into the front bumper, and you guys will see how we do that. Is I coated it again a second time. It is not 100%. Don't look at it and be like, oh, there's so many holes and gapping. This is a really rough coat, but you guys are going to be able to see the general body line that this will follow. It's going to contour onto this lip right here. It'll be a flat edge that goes out, and then to right about here is it going to fade from here perfectly flat onto the wide body kit. I updated you guys on coat number 2. This is coat number 3. At this point, it's starting to take the final process of the mold. I just now got to smoothen out this to there. Don't get me wrong, there still is a little bit of filling I'll have to do, but look at that body line. It is so close to where it has to be, and that front fender isn't even fully mounted on this side. It does look a little bit further off, but if you look on the inside, the front bumper also isn't clipped into where it's supposed to be, so it's the same amount of shape just pulled away. They're officially mounted. I can't wait to test these shits on the Mustang. The way that it's like meaty tire setup looks so good on these. These are going to be insanely cool looking blast pipes that come out of the rear. What we're going to do is we're going to mount them up, we're going to cut, and we're going to make it come out a little bit of an angle. You guys want to know how to make a custom tow hook? There we go. This is custom, fully mounted. It's through the crash bar support through the back. It's through one of the original 4 mounting holes. And it is in neutral. I would call that pretty good for a fucking tow hook. To 100% cover up the hole in which the antenna came out of. Completely molded over, flattened it, smoothed it all up. I scuffed it up, got some high lows and some high points and some low points out of the area real quick. Now we are 100% ready to wrap it. Okay, so this is the status of where we're at with the wrap. The side skirt is the last piece that officially needs to get wrapped. Front bumper is 100% mounted and wrapped. This is going to be featured in the video with the tow hook, whatever is going on in the front. I won't show you guys that yet. Everything is done on the car, including the other quarter panel, which you guys haven't seen yet.
Not worried about her, she worried about caption. Oh, I can't imagine. Find a better way to put my thoughts in a word. And I guess all of this explains that I get what I deserve. This conversation get over, we can talk about it.